Okay, hello Atlantic, good morning. I'm so sorry that I am away right now, but I have a little something for you to do. It's not difficult. Wait a second. Let me change the color of my pen. Okay, let's see orange. Okay, so according to our last meeting, we left with the discussion of Ernest Rutherford tin gold foil experiment. Tin gold foil experiment. So basically, Rutherford wants to examine the Thomson atomic models. So this is the diagram. What you can see right now is the diagram of how the experiments look like. So as I explained before, there is alpha particle. Alpha particles is particles that have positive charge. The symbol is like this. You read this symbol with the name alpha, and it has a positive charge. So alpha is a positive charge particle. Okay, remember this. This is very important. It's a positive charge particle. Okay, and then this is the gold itself. The gold that is very thin, and the alpha then kind of got the radiation source is basically the source of alpha particles, and it is shot into the tin coil itself, and the result is as you observe right now. So my question to you, try to make data observation. Okay, try to make data observation in here. Number one, like how many, you can calculate one by one ya, like 1, 2, 3 gitu ya. How many number of the alpha particles passed through the tin gold foil. Oh, there are 7, sir, for example, like that. You can manually just count down yang pass through ya. And then number 2 itu how many, for example, number of the alpha particles deflected ya, are deflected, sorry, let me erase first. So deflected mean, wait a second, orange, are deflected by the tin gold foil. Number 3, how many number of alpha particle are or is reflected. Okay, deflected means, you know, it's kind of banded, it's not just passed through, but reflected is, you know, more than 180 degree. So this one is the example of reflected. Actually, I giving you the answer already. There is only one reflected, and like deflect is, you know, not quite 180 degree yet. Okay, and then after that, can you please also make the percentage? For example, what is the percentage of, so there are 6 questions, yeah, it means question number 4 will be the percentage of how many number of alpha particle pass through. This one is percentage also. How to make the percentage? Well, the percentage is the, for example, answer number 1, yeah, the answer number 1 divided by the total of alpha particle times 100. Jadi times 100%. So for example, okay, if you have 5, for example, alpha particle passing through, and then the total alpha particle you call one by one, and this is 1, and then 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the total. You count everything as a total of alpha particle, and then times 100. I think you understand, hopefully. Okay, so that's going to be, you're going to have the data, and then the data will be in the form of this number of alpha particles, yeah, the alpha particle itself. Now, let's see if you imagined that the thin gold foil is like really following the Thomson atomic models. It means in this yellowish picture in here, they are all having this composition. This is the Thomson atomic model. It said, okay, there is the positive charge in like the big positive, and then negative is just like that, separate, like all over the surface of the positive, yeah. So if this is true, and then you will expect the alpha particle hit this atom, and remember alpha particle is a positively charged, hit this atom, hit this gold, meaning also hitting this this atom, what do you think will happen? Okay, I repeat again my question. Assuming that Thomson atomic models is true, how will the result when the alpha particles hit the atom? Remember, yeah, this is positive, this one is super big positive, and the alpha particle is also positive. Okay, I'm giving you a hint here. Remember the Thomson saying that the atom overall, the big one, is positive, and there are negative charged electron. This is the electron, yeah, the electron. Like the electron is all over it. Okay, so imagine the alpha particle is positive, hitting this positive also, the atom, the body of the atom. What do you think will be the result? Okay, remember my another tips in here. If there are two particles having the same type of charge, what will happen? For example, positive is positive, negative is negative, there will be repulsion. Okay, remember, yeah. But that's why you have to identify what is the alpha particle charge, and what is this atom charge. I mean, the big one. What is the charge of it? And then what do you think will happen if you hit the atom with the alpha particle charge? Okay, what will happen? And then write your answer. This is, for example, part 2, yeah. This is part 2 of the assignment. So part 1 is this one. Okay, this is part 1. And then part 2 is this one. And then let's see now the part 3. I want you to compare your part 1 with part 2. Okay, and then when the common term is compare, maybe the answer will be there is similarities or completely different, or the difference is actually opposite to each other, for example. Opposite. So please compare 1 and 2. So I repeat again, yeah. Part 1 is basically, this is the real data. This is the real experiment data. You try to calculate how many alpha particle pass through it, how many blah blah blah, how many blah blah blah. So there are 3 things in here: pass through, and then this is deflected one, okay? This is deflected, and this is reflected back, okay? Deflected, reflected, and blah blah blah. And then you calculate one by one, gitu ya. And then with the percentage, ya, percentage-nya, and then probably you can also say in here which one is the highest one, ya, which one is showing the majority, showing as the majority. For example, oh, the deflected is the majority. Most of the alpha particle is being deflected, or most of the alpha particle is being reflected, or most of alpha particle can pass through easily, like pass through gitu. Which one is the most and which one is the least? So that's basically observing this data. So observing the diagram in here. So if I were you, I will start to count the total number of alpha particle in here. For example, this one is 1, and then 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. Calculate one by one, count it, and then that's part 1, yeah. This is the actual result, and then part 2, this is a hypothetical result. For example, if Thomson atomic is really correct or true, then imagine this is the model. There is plus positive super big, like a positive charge super big in here, and then you will expect alpha particle like hit or like collide with these atoms, and then alpha particle is also having positive, okay? Alpha particle is also having positive charge. So if there are 2 particles having the same type of, so my questions in here, how will the result when the alpha particle hit the atom, assuming that Thomson atomic model is true? That's part 2. And then you compare part 1 and part 2. Do you think that's different? There is similarities or opposite different? So that's going to be part 3. So your assignment, there are 3 parts, yeah? So I am making this according to the number of periods that is available for tomorrow. I mean, I'm making this on Thursday, so I'm saying this is for tomorrow. So part 1 will be 1 period, part 2 will be 1 period, part 3 will be, this is part 3, sorry. Part 3 will be 1 period. So hopefully you guys can make it. Oh, here's the thing. No matter the result of your assignment, just submit it. Everyone has to submit. We don't find you have to do it correctly or whatsoever. No, I just want you to think about it. No matter the result that you have according to your brainstorm activity, you can discuss with your friend. You can find Google, whatever you want. Just find the resources, as long as you also mention it in your answer. Whatever the result, just submit it, okay? That's all. Thank you very much. Bye. We're going to discuss this later when we meet, okay? Bye-bye.